This is WENY News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Jennifer Sheahen. Thanks for choosing WENY News at 6 o'clock. A video sting operation on the Cornell assistant dean is making headlines, claiming the university would allow an ISIS terrorist to hold a training camp on campus. An undercover reporter from the organization Veritas entered Assistant Dean Joseph Scadifo's office claiming to be a Moroccan interested in attending the university and wanted to start a club. The reporter asked Scadifo a slew of questions, like if the university would start a humanitarian group to help distressed communities in the Middle East, northern Iraq, and Syria. But the answer to whether or not Cornell University could bring a freedom fighter to do a training camp for students is what the organization says shows the university is detached from reality.
Maybe we could get like a freedom fighter to come and do like a training camp for students.
I have no idea. I mean,
would that be a?
You'd be allowed to do something like that, just like bringing in a coach to do a training on a sports team. Or something.
Oh, really? Okay.
You know, political correctness can be dangerous. Tolerance can go too far. If you're willing to compare inviting an ISIS freedom fighter to conducting a training camp for students, that is bizarrely likening the activity of terrorists to sport camps. Now you're going beyond political correctness into the realm of the absurd.
Cornell University released a statement earlier today saying, quote, "Let me be clear, Cornell has an unwavering commitment to the free and responsible exchange of ideas. However, we remain vigilant in maintaining an appropriate balance of freedom of expression with accepted boundaries. Of course, incitement to violence is not protected and would never be tolerated on our campus." Now, if you would like to see the full Veritas report, head to WENY.com and click on this story. And tonight on WENY News 11, tune in to hear more from Veritas President James O'Keefe.
Well, a wet afternoon across the Twin Tiers, but that rain now pushing off towards the north and east. Even reports of a little bit of sleet mixing in with some of that rain as it passed through earlier today, and the winds were quite gusty as well. Now we're just looking at basically lingering clouds, and it should remain this way through the overnight period. Cloudy skies, but not much in the way of precipitation. That'll change, though, again as we head into our Thursday. Now, a spotty shower being reported at the airport right now, but again, the bulk of the overnight period should be dry. 38 our current temperature. Winds out of the south now at 8 miles an hour. 37 in Corning and in Towanda. 35 Ithaca and 38 the current temperature in Pena and over towards Thurston. 36 there and 33 in Erin. So some spots right around the freezing mark right now. However, with winds now out of the south as the warm front has come through, temperatures will actually rise this evening up to about 40 near midnight and then slowly dropping thereafter into the mid and upper 30s and mostly cloudy skies tonight. Now for tomorrow, dry for the morning commute, but shortly thereafter, rain becoming likely. 46 our 5-degree guarantee, but some colder temperatures late tomorrow and especially tomorrow night. So I think the rain does end as a period of wet snow with minor accumulations possible heading into Friday morning. I'll look ahead to the weekend forecast in just a few minutes.
Obtained a disturbing video this evening of a riot involving students at Elmira High School last week, resulting in a school lockdown. According to the Chemung County Sheriff's Office, 19 teenagers were arrested. WNY's Aisha McKenzie joins us live in the studio with more. Aisha.
Jennifer's cell phone video captured the entire fight. It starts off with two people, then evolves into a brawl, and according to police, it appeared to be planned. According to the sheriff's office, it happened a little before noon on March 18th. It took place in the main lobby of the high school. Now the video shows not only those involved in the fight, but students cheering it on. Multiple police agencies responded to the incident. You can even see in the video a police officer trying to break up the fight. 19 teenagers were arrested and some were charged with riot in the 2nd degree and disorderly conduct. 18 were females and 1 male. Those involved that are 16 and older will appear in Southport Court at a later date, and the minors will appear in Chemung County Family Court. And Elmira Superintendent Hillary Austin has released a statement saying, quote, "Our district is committed to providing a safe learning environment for all of our students and staff, and any matter involving the safety and security of our students is always taken very seriously." Now, the students involved are being disciplined within the school district, and we'll have a list of those charged on our website. In the studio, Aisha McKenzie, WENY News.
Your 4th of July could be getting brighter if you live in Tompkins County. Regulations on local sales of fireworks could be getting less strict. That's according to our media partner, News Talk WHCU. Now, they say lawmakers in Tompkins County are considering a resolution allowing the sale of certain kinds of fireworks. For example, sparklers would be sold from June 1st to July 5th. And from December 26th to January 2nd of each year. And there's a public hearing on the resolution scheduled for April. Today, high school students from Steuben County and surrounding school districts had a chance to look inside the justice system and some of the people coming out of it. WNY's Samantha Potter also attended the Criminal Activity, Drugs, and Alcohol Center and joins live in the studio with the story.
Jennifer's Student Day with the Steuben County Sheriffs brought high school students, both interested in criminal justice careers as well as high-risk individuals, together for a day-long seminar. Here's a look at just some of what they learned.
I learned that some people don't make the right choices when it comes to drinking. When you're an adult, you should know that when you drink, not to drive. Most teenagers make the wrong decision, but as an adult, you should make the right decision.
This was in response to hearing from a parent who lost a 5-year-old child due to a drunk driver. Other stories at the seminar included hearing from former drug addicts and alcoholics who have now turned their lives around.
And I walk past the cemetery every day. And I could have been in either one of them places. I could still be in jail.
Hearing stories like these and touring the Steuben County Jail, all in hopes of deterring the students from making poor choices.
It's much more effective to get the message across if we can hold the attention of the students. And if we just have a continual barrage of don't do, they're going to turn off on us fairly quickly. And
the Criminal Activity, Drugs, and Alcohol Seminar was open to all high school students interested in criminal justice careers, as well as students needing some incentives to improve their lives. Student Day also showed different opportunities within law enforcement.
We also want to help educate the folks that are interested in this career, whether it be as a police officer, corrections officer, district attorney's office, whatever that may be, a substance abuse treatment counselor.
It's kind of showed me what I got to do or different fields I can go into, what I can expect. So it really helped me really well. And when the captain was talking about the special forces and the K9 one, so those really helped me show me what I could expect.
Today, more than 100 students attended the seminar, and this is the 5th time the Steuben County Sheriff's Office has hosted Student Day. Reporting in the studio, Samantha Potter, WENY News.
Mansfield University students are giving back. They're collecting clothing, arts and crafts, and children's toys for people in El Salvador and in Tioga County. Students are working with NU alumni in El Salvador, Hungary, the Netherlands, and Imana, a nonprofit civil organization founded by an MU alumni from El Salvador. Now, donations will be collected at the First Citizens community banks in Mansfield and Troy. The last day to donate is February 18th. Chemung County has landed near the bottom of the 2015 New York State Health Rankings again. But one local health organization says this year's rankings are up from last year. WY's Logan Wilson has more on how the county is working to improve health standards.
Jen, out of the 62 New York counties, Chemung County ranked 54 in health factors and 59 in health outcomes. Despite those standards still being low, Arnett Health Population Health says that's an improvement.
Because we have this mixed population. We're rural, so transportation is an issue, and poverty is an issue, and literacy an issue. But we're also urban, so our crime is higher, and our unintentional injury is higher.
In 2014, Chemung County ranked 60 in health outcomes and 49 in health factors. This year, Chemung County ranks 59 in health outcomes and 54 in health factors, but Anthony says categories within that show improvement, even though those numbers are still low in the state of New York.
And we've improved sidewalks and cross cutouts and speed reduction signs, so we're increasing the access to physical activity and have been for the last 5 years, and it's finally reflecting in the numbers.
Under health factors, the access to exercise opportunities has increased from 59% in 2014 to 77% in 2015. Despite the increase in access to exercising, adult obesity has increased from 29% to 31% this year.
Because obesity is not just one single thing. There's a lot of factors that go into obesity. So even though we have access to lots of opportunity to be active, it doesn't necessarily mean that we're cutting down on the amount of calories that we take.
Arnett Health has been working with a grant from the New York State Department of Health called Creating Healthy Places to Live, Work, and Play.
Arnett Health is really committed to not just sick care, but well care, making sure someone can be well when they're in the community, when they're in their homes, and making whatever connections we can with very valuable organizations in these counties that can support people when they leave.
As for the number of insured Chemung County residents, that number is down from 10% to 9%. For the full report, head to our website, WENY.com, and click on this story. Reporting in the studio, Logan Wilson, WENY News.
The New York State Assembly is backing tax credits to help entice music production in the state. The credits are similar to those provided for film and television. Assemblyman Joe Letnall, a Brooklyn Democrat, says the credits would help keep New York jobs, especially in Brooklyn. He says places like Los Angeles and Nashville are drawing music business away. Advocates of the credits say the $25 million music credit program is modest compared to the $420 million available to film and television production.